My name is Ash, and today I am coming at you from the comfort of the office to bring you more Best Friend Forever, part 4? Maybe. I'm trying to get the tweet pinned. Give me one sec. I don't know why Twitter doesn't like this game, but Twitter just starts running incredibly slow. Twitter specifically, when this game is open. This game is not super optimized, unfortunately. At everyone. Live. Sorry that the stream is so late today. I slept through my alarm. And then I had something to do immediately after the time that I had planned to do the stream, so it wasn't like I could just do it anyway, but later I had to go somewhere. So I will show you, I got some fun stuff, some new things. So I got some new goodies. This is my gamer haul that I had today. It's been a while since I went out and got like a bunch of stuff, like a haul. And you can see I got a bunny plushie. I got a light blue Yoshi. Light blue Yoshi is my favorite Yoshi. In a Mario Kart go-kart. I got Cooking Mama Cookstar, so we can do that next time I have a Switch stream. I got some of the Super Mario Legos. I got the starter kit, which I actually thought I was gonna have to wait for it to come in the mail because they were all out, but I found one that someone must have returned that morning. I thought this would be nice for a Halloween video, just for a YouTube video. It's not going to be a stream. The Spooky Boo set, I thought that was really cool. And then Yoshi, of course, because I love Yoshi with the little hammock and all of that. And I got a little Catboy Mario outfit that also interacts so that he can climb and make little noises. So I think that'll be fun, and maybe I'll get some more in the future. And then I got an Animal Crossing notebook, which I found while I was going to the electronics section to check out with all this stuff. I was like, hey, do you mind? I just have like a few items. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then I like pull out like a giant Mario Lego set, and I saw his eyes like go wide. That was awesome. So look forward to the Mario video, and I'm working on getting VODs up, and Hatsune Miku highlights, and just all kinds of fun stuff. Niobian Flashback should be back this week as well. I didn't mean for it to be gone last week, but I was really not feeling well, and I had meant to record it, and then the day that I was going to record it, I wasn't really feeling well, and I did not think that it was going to be recorded at all. So I just canceled it. I was like, better to put out a good video this week than to put out a bad video last week. I would rather put out a video of quality that I feel like people are going to enjoy instead of one that I'm not really feeling and no one else is going to be feeling either. And then if people really like the Mario Lego videos, and if I really enjoy doing it, maybe I'll get some more. There were a ton out at the Target where I got them. They had a whole display. They were supposed to be in this one aisle that I saw online. I had the aisle number and I went and I'm like, there's none here. And then it turned out that they were all on this display on an end cap, that they had put them all there, which makes sense because Christmas is coming, and usually right around the week of Halloween is when they really start putting out stuff that they think is going to go for Christmas. And I know because I used to work at a retail store. I would love to do the Bowser Castle. It's huge. It's like a $100 Lego set. There are some fun, smaller $20. I almost got it, but then I was like, I had so much stuff. See, you know what it was? I had a basket, a little hold basket, and I couldn't fit anything else in the basket. So I just decided I wasn't gonna get anything else. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good bar to set. Like, if it doesn't fit in the basket, I guess I just can't get anything else. But they had these $20 smaller sets of piranha plants, and it had like almost like a seesaw section. And then they had oh, what are they called? They look like spiky balls that stack up, and you always see them in the desert sections. They had like a desert section. Those were all the smaller $20 sets. They had some Toad sets. They had this with the booze, obviously. They had the ones with the, oh, what are they called? They're the walls that fall down. They're always in like every Mario game at some point. They're the walls with the scary faces and they fall down and smack you. They had those. They also had blind bags. And the blind bags, I wanted to get a few because they're really cheap. Well, everyone and their mother must have asked for Lego Marios for their birthday, and I guess parents went out and they were like, I'm not buying this $50 Mario Lego set. So they all went and bought the blind bags because the blind bags were gone. There was like the little box for where they were supposed to be and it was just empty. Because it's just blind bags of like little Mario enemies that you can add to your sets. But there were none there, so I couldn't get any of those. I thought I was going to get a few, but they were wiped out. I probably could have asked them if they had any more in the back, but my mom was there, and she was like, I really got to go somewhere else, so I just was like, you know what? Another time. So yeah, those are some things that are coming in the future. Always fun. I'm doing a lot of fun things right now with streaming, especially because there's, normally I would be like going to conventions and stuff during the summer, and I just can't do that right now, which is a bummer. So I'm trying to do like some more fun, adventurous things with streaming, like getting the capture card, doing Switch things, doing some more in-person vlogs, even though you're not seeing me, you're just seeing me like review things. Like the Fidget Toys vlog was very cool. I had a lot of fun with that. Cooking Mama Cookstar will have fun with that because that game should not exist. I found that, coincidentally, I wasn't even looking for it. I went into the GameStop to look for something else, and I didn't find what I was looking for. But I did find that, so, you know, one door closes, another door opens. Let's get started on this game. Or not? It just froze. Okay. Okay, cool. Week 9. Cool. Load. Yes. Okay. So we have second date with Astrid. We have some emails. Let's see our emails. Is this the new one? No, that can't be new, can it? What's the new? Oh, I guess this is new. I thought I saw this already before. Oh, yes. Sale. Buy one, get one groundhogs. I know what you're thinking. Is history repeating? Yes and no. Yes, I am having another groundhog sale, following a spate of mass returns. No, you are not stuck in an unending email box time loop. Anyway, groundhogs. These adorable herbivores can fit so many acorns in their mouth. They're easily the champion of your weekend game of Fluffy Bunny. But please don't actually feed them marshmallows. If you like stuffing yourself with vegetarian food and then lying in the sun for hours, you have an assured companion in the groundhog. Please buy now. Swag. Cool. Where's my boy? Anders! I totally forgot. I know we had like a moment together last time that we streamed this, but that was like 4 weeks ago and it is gone in my mind. What voice did I give him? Is all of that really necessary though? No, cheeseball. Do not dig. Who said anything about necessary? Let me turn up the volume a little bit. An animal's feeding station is an expression of an owner's love for their pet. It's a statement. I prefer my statements to be a little more understated. An understatement? Hemingway might feel different, and a good boy deserves only the best. He is a good boy. Best boy. Perhaps. There are a lot of choices, however. Ash, what do you think? Which bowl suits best? Oh no, did I just walk into a marketing standoff between Anders and Rainbow Bay's most unsettling shopkeeper? Yes, I did. Your input is also welcome, cheeseball. Who's a good girl? You're a good girl. She's a good girl. She's the goodest girl. I don't know which one he was looking at. What about the Simple Munch automatic pet dish? Can't go past the Simple Munch. It does all the feeding for you. Sure does. You fill it up at the start of the week, and the food will drop down as your dog requires it. There's even a hidden water reservoir. Oh no, I made him angry? Oh no. Shit. No, please don't be mad. You're so hot. Please. Look. We can get past this. You can forget everything I just said, and then we can kiss. That's fine. Cheese ball. So you think I can't feed my own pet? I mean, of course you can. I would never. You're obviously capable and can feed animals, and you're joking. You're joking. I might be. Bree says watching 2 streams at once puts on shades. I've done that before. I seriously have. I put one on the computer and one on the phone, and I only can pay attention to it halfway. It doesn't exactly fit with our aesthetic, but I think Hemingway would appreciate the convenience. I never can quite tell when Anders is pulling my leg, but he did listen to my advice, which is kind of cute, if he weren't being so annoying. Oh, I didn't win another date with him. No! I don't want to talk to anyone else. I don't want to. I don't want to go on another date with Astrid, because then it's just going to go further and I'm going to be pushed off the Anders route. Let's do some personal time. Yeah. Yay! Okay, oh, I have to use the rest of my time? Okay, this is hurting my brain, actually, sorry. Oh, it's okay, I forgive you. It's fine. Let me make the chat smaller, because I can't fully see it. It's being cut off. Is that better? No, it is not. It is not. Let's try a little bit smaller. Okay. Oh, I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you. Fitness. Yeah. Oh, she's a fit girl. Oh, I lost my chance to date Astrid. Okay, I guess I'll talk to Maribel. I don't really know anything about her.
I love it.
I don't remember her voice. This is actually a pretty cool apartment complex, Ash. Good amount of natural light, a few indoor plants to freshen the mood, modern architecture that isn't bordering on a minimalist nightmare. It is nice. Honestly, I haven't spent much time here since there's so much to do and see in Rainbow Bay. It's a lot to take in. But you have a roof. Yes, I guess I do. It's a weird thing to say. Yes? Probably. It stops the rain getting in. The dog VTuber is still amazing. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's such a good girl. She's such a good VTuber. I love her. I love her. Look at her little tongue. Look at her little tongue. She's licking Maribel. That's so nice. Such a good girl. She knows she's good. No, silly. This building has a rooftop. I've seen the plans. I bet there's a great view. Imagine what you could use it for, like looking at the stars, or not being on the roof. A vegetable garden. I'd love to have a small plot to grow some vegetables. That's a really nice idea.
I love it.
You could save yourself some money and get fresh ingredients. Cheese ball! It's okay, I forgive you. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. And maybe others could make their own plots. It'd be a nice community builder. And then I can steal Sasha's tomatoes. A bunch of like-minded neighbors doing some eco-conscious gardening and increasing vertical space usage. Yeah, that thing you just said. I would need to learn how to grow plants, though. Once I managed to kill a cactus, the nursery said could withstand an apocalypse. Okay, this character is literally me. So far, this character has said like 5 very specific things that are all actually very true to my life, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, but that is one. I went to the Lowe's with my mom one time a couple years ago, and I saw this like, not a spiky cactus, but one of those other ones that's like, I guess a succulent. and it had like this very cute like rainbow fish pot, and I was like in love with the pot, but I was also in love with the succulent thing. So I was like, hey, can I buy this? And the guy was like, yeah. And I was like, can you tell me like how much it needs to be watered? And he was like, once a month, really easy. And I was like, okay, I could do that. And then I forgot for like 3 months. And then like I panicked. So I like took like an 8-ounce cup of water and like doused it. Cause I didn't know how much to give it. And yeah, that's how my succulent died. End of story. That's it. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed. I just realized I didn't send Zaya the stream, and I know they're definitely online. Give me 1 sec. Everything's broken. It's really not optimized well. For you. Smiley face. Very important. Just like anything else, it's about putting in the effort and getting enough practice. I can help you out if you really do want to set up a garden. Oh, she like likes me now. Wow, yes, let's buy some seeds, or whatever it is you do first. You also have to get soil. That's helpful. And I think in this case, since there's nothing to actually plant the plants in, you might have to like build a planter. That's what it's called, planter. Okay, let's see. We want to increase sociability and trust and smarts to get them up to level 4. So let's do sociability and trust. Sociability and trust. Smarts. Smarts and energy. Let's do some more fitness. Let's do fitness and sociability. Smarts and trust. Run the week. Cheeseball worked that reflector like an absolute champ and only chewed it a little bit. Cheeseball got excited during a werewolf transformation and practiced her best howl. XP gain bonus from high energy. Oh, that's cool. Cheeseball sat on the sprinkler and used it as a massage machine. Cheeseball didn't want you to remove her jacket after the very first outfit. That was a short runway. Yay! Oh, we didn't reach level 4 for sociability or for smarts yet. Okay. So, she's got very high energy. She's a little bit dirty, but I'm gonna give her some food. Yeah, eat that food. Cheeseball is the perfect dog, and she doesn't actually poop in real life, which is pretty nice. Gotta admit, that's a pretty good perk. All right, I'm gonna hose her down. Look at the face she's making. She's like, I'm wet. Let's blow dry her. Yay! Snoozing in progress. That's very cute. Rise and shine, it's week 10. Alright. Oh, a big event, how exciting. Rainbow Bay's premier multi-facility dog park. Dog wash stations, wide area. No goose! No goose allowed. The Dogwood Garden is abustle with countless lively residents gathering for the annual Summer Solstice Festival. A number of familiar vendors are littered around, with marquees offering custom dog biscuits or small cakes in the shape of the sun. The park itself is adorned with bright, colorful balloons and the occasional sprinkler working to both water the lawns and entertain some four-legged friends. Meanwhile, I stand beneath a gazebo, I'm kidding, it's gazebo, of my own. It's a cheap one, rented from the council with a trestle table, I don't know what a trestle table is, and a few sheets of foam board dressed with photographic prints. Yeah, that's how they spell color on Neopets, and it's how I spelled color for many years because I wanted to be hip and cool. Beside the table hangs a black sheet, a sort of makeshift backdrop for me to take people's photos at a small price. Oh right, I'm a photographer. Rainbow Bay Photo Booth. Come and get your photo taken to commemorate the 23rd annual Summer Solstice the Summer Solstice Fartsival. That's how I spell it, because that's how it is here. Why yes, young doggy, it's such a wonderful idea to have a professional photo taken to mark such an occasion. What? No, Cheeseball, that's not what we rehearsed.
Hey there.
Sounds like she doesn't want to participate in your con. Anders, it's not a con, it's more like a real-life infomercial. Are you tired of going to festivals having no photos to prove you did it? Exactly, Felix has the— Wait, that was Sasha's voice, not Felix's voice. That's gonna be Felix from now on. Exactly, Felix is the idea.
Pictures or it didn't happen, right?
Oh god, Cheeseball, please. Of course. In my line of work, it's more like written evidence or it didn't happen.
Surely photos apply in some divorce cases.
Well, it would be uncouth of me to follow this line of conversation any further. Say no more. Oh, photos. I guess, like, you could take photos of if someone was, like, on a date with someone else. And be like, he cheated and I have proof. And then you would have proof. Zion responded, is that bitch with the long hair lawyer guy on the screen? If he is, I will cry. He is. But you should come anyway because Cheeseball is a princess. Pleading emoji. Are you two here together? Dude, you're blowing it.
We check out the festival together every year. Plus, it's a good opportunity to get Mulder used to being in crowds.
Call it a tradition.
It doesn't change much year to year.
It's really hard to switch between those two voices.
Your photo booth is a cool idea.
Thanks. Yes, I'm sure if you bring the same enthusiasm to photography as you do to dinner, you're destined for success.
What?
Thanks, Anders. I'm doing my best.
Well, I think Mulder wants us to get amongst those sprinklers, and we'll leave you to it, whatever the hell it is.
A pleasure, as always.
Well, I'll be around all day. Why don't you come by a bit later and we can all get a photo together? We'll be sure to swing by.
Without further ceremony, Felix gives in to Mulder, tugging on his lead, and makes his way towards the spranklers. Maybe after the festival we could catch up. I'd love to have you over at 9. Yes! Anders steps forward, planting a soft kiss on my cheek. Yes! Boyfriend! So I replied, okay, you right, anything for Cheeseball. She's such a good girl. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's such a good girl. She's such a best VTuber dog. Best VTuber dog. Well, I'm gonna be pretty busy. I'll message you later, okay? Ash, you're blowing it! Playing hard to get? No, I'm joking. See you around. The next hour passes without incident. The sun beats down, but it doesn't seem to scare people away. I'm just wrapping up a photo session with a man and his 3 chihuahuas. 3? When I hear a familiar voice approaching. Wow. This is like a whole thing, huh? Oh god, I don't remember all the friends' voices. Hey Ash. Wasn't expecting to see you here, let alone with a booth of your own.
This is super cool, Ash.
Hey Sasha. Z. Bringing Marshy out for a day in the sun? Who's a good Marshy? Who's a good Marshy? You are. You are. You're such a handsome Marshy. Yes, you are. And then Cheeseball's such a good girl. Yes, she is. Sorry.
We're just checking out the festival, really. I managed to get a cute little collar for Marshy that makes it look like his face is the sun. Seems fitting for the light of my life.
I don't think I could ever convince Cheeseball to wear a novelty collar.
Oh yeah, Marshy only lets us do it when he's feeling super lazy.
Which is about 90% of the time.
Yep.
Sorry.
Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. I might come by later and get a photo, but I think there's a line developing behind me.
Wait, why don't we just get a photo now? I have to leave soon.
There are people waiting, and I spent all my cash on the collar.
Well, bye, Ash.
Catch you later.
See you later. I'll cash out. I'll get cash out. Can't speak.
With Sasha and Z gone, I turned my focus to the line of customers forming behind them. Welcome to, Pup-arazzi snapshots. Pup-arazzi snapshots. Clever. They did merge into nothingness. I really like that about them. It's very cool. Oh! Sorry, it's just us. Oh, no need to apologize. Well, we don't want to slow down your business. But also, I wanted to say hello. Oh, you are the only reason I would come back and play this whole game again. Well, and Sasha. And Cheeseball, who's a good girl. How are you finding the festival? If Quincy were here, he'd say, I used a map. Well, he's not here, so why are you ratting yourself out?
Huh, it's really busy this year. I guess all the publicity about the city has been working out.
Astrid is really very good. I mean, look at her outfit and look at her dog. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy with a nice little flower crown? I love you. You have your friend Fox to thank for that, I believe.
Yeah, but her ego doesn't need to hear it.
The moment Astrid utters a bad word about Fox, I feel a chill shoot up my spine. She's not here, is she?
No. I asked her if she wanted to come, and she said she had to nurse a family of groundhogs.
Yeah, because everyone returned their groundhogs. That buy one, get one free groundhog sale really didn't work out for her. So I'm the second choice. Well, it's fine. I know things are strained with you and Maribel right now. Yeah, because Maribel was like kind of a massive jerk face.
I appreciate the company.
Of course. Just don't go telling people I was nice. Hello to Princess Cheeseball and no one else. What, you don't like Astrid? She's cute. Look at her shorts. They're galaxy pattern. I think that's nice. And her dog's flower crown like matches her jacket. And she skates, so she's basically like Yuri Kotsky, but not a boy. Yeah, okay, she's cute, but is she nice to me? She's very nice. She's like one of the nicest characters in the game. She, Sasha, and Anders, they're nice. Everyone else has like kind of been a jerk so far in front of me. I mean, maybe it would be like a different story if like I was like going on dates with them, but they just seem to be getting in fights with the other characters. Okay, she's on thin ice. Well, I mean, that sometimes happens when you're skating. Can't have people expecting that from you, huh? Exactly.
See you around.
Jade and Astrid walk off towards a cluster of marquees advertising natural healing and aromatherapies with Laika in tow. Well, I mean, again, that's only because we've triggered fights between the characters. I mean, Sasha and, like, his friends were super nice. Although that one girl, oh god, what is her name? The redhead. She was apparently dating Anders before. And, like, I mean, granted, he didn't make the best decisions, but, like, every time she sees him, she, like, screams at him in public or whatever. It's, like, very weird and awkward. And she doesn't care if anyone else is around, which is, like... There's nothing worse than people having ex drama and then involving everyone else. Like, divorced people do that a lot, and it's just not cool. I spend the next couple of hours processing a surprising volume of customers. There's a huge mix of people and dogs alike. There's a purple-haired woman and a with a sprightly Pomeranian, a suspicious man with a wolf-like dog missing one eye, and at some point an unattended bloodhound and a duck step up. Eventually, I find a small lull and take a seat on the ground next to the trestle table, which I still don't know what a trestle table is. Huh? What's up, Cheeseball? I follow Cheeseball's eyes to see a friendly face bounding towards us. Anders, please. Oh god, it's the redhead girl. I was just talking about her. And Missile. Who's a good Missile? Who's a good Missile? You're a good Missile. I love when people get divorced because it's like, wow, that was the last straw? Girl, love yourself. Let's go get some vodka Slurpees. I love that because it's either people like their last straw was like something so mild, or like their last straw should have been 25 last straws ago. People are very weird. The two dogs stand only a meter apart, barking at each other excitedly. Missile? Wait, I had like a more sassy voice for her. Missile? Like that, yeah. I did like a head bob. Immediately, Missile calms down and returns to Robin's side. Sorry, I think Missile saw Cheeseball across the park and couldn't resist saying hello. I think Cheeseball was feeling chatty anyway. How are you finding the festival? I understand the need to vote, but like, people have been calling me and texting me all day. Like, during dinner alone, I was only eating like 4 stuffed shells, and I got like 5 texts about the Joe Biden campaign in like the span of like 15 minutes. That's like 1 text every 3 minutes. Like, I wish they would just write you down on their list that they already talked to you. How are you finding the festival? No, they're not crunchy, they're soft, dingus. If they're crunchy, they haven't been cooked. It's good fun. Although certain parties make that challenging. See, she's so mean! Like, those are her siblings! Like, come on! Oh, they're her children. Oh. Alright then. I assumed that she was younger. Mum, they're selling sun-flavored popcorn. What? What the hell does the sun taste like? Okay, calm down. Those are your children. The guy said it was jalapeno and habanero? Wow. Can we get it? No. Aww. This kid looks like he's about to sneeze. He's like, it's not coming. Just hold on. No, it's gone. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Or the rat bags are out of the larger bag of rat bags. Ash, these are my kids. Did you just call your kids rats? What is wrong with you? No wonder Anders didn't want to be with you. If you date her, you get the hell ending? Yes, I 100% believe it. Their dad and I are separated, but I get to play chaperone today. Okay, so, you know how I said Anders didn't really go about things the right way? She's already separated with the dad. And then she wanted to get all serious with Anders. Anders was probably like, this is hella complicated. I deal with divorces all day. I do not need to be a part of this train. I completely get it now. I judged him not understanding the whole situation. I mean, like, when that's your job, like, I can totally understand not wanting to, like, get more serious with someone. And I think, again, it's been, like, 4 weeks. But I think I remember him saying, like, it had been going really fast, and, like, he has a lot of, like, issues with, like, taking it to the next level. So, like, she obviously probably already knew that. Like, some people know that the person they're with has trouble taking it to the next level, but they, like, try and push them into it anyway. They're like, well, I'm different, so they'll totally want to change their entire life and how they've been going about things as soon as I walk in. Apparently, I thought they were, like, dating for, like, only, like, 2 or 3 months or something, and she, like, already wanted to move in with him or something. Also, like, you should not be, like, moving in with someone right away if you have young children, also. Like, okay, I can completely see where, like, that was a very complicated situation. Whoa, wait, you have kids? Yeah, she just said that, idiot. For better or worse. Not a fan? No, I love them, but I also enjoy peace and quiet. They are right there. Can you not talk about them like they're not there?
There's a Feyblade stand! Case in point. Just get them a Feyblade! Now then, kids, how about we play Find the Coffee Stall, and whoever wins gets a Feyblade of their choosing.
Okay, I mean, if you want to make them fight for it, then I approve of that. That's funny.
I'm gonna win.
Finn's still busy trying to sneeze. Hey, before you leave the festival, you should swing by my booth again. I'm trying to get everyone together for a group photo.
Sounds lovely. See you then.
Yes, please leave me alone. I hate you. Robin turns away to follow her children further into the park. Missile trails behind her, but not without stopping to stare back at Cheeseball briefly. Maybe they need a playdate soon. Missle's like, please help me. I sigh in resignation as I climb back to my feet. Can't be seen slacking for too long. And also, I'm like pretty sure that Anders like loves kids. And like the fact that she's super sassy to her kids, he may not have liked that. I mean, maybe they just weren't meant to be. I feel like Anders, like, okay, I feel like a lot of people, as much as I said, like, you shouldn't expect that your partner, when they get with you, is gonna just, like, leave all their hang-ups and everything's suddenly gonna be solved. Sometimes, like, when you really feel like you're meant to be with someone, you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, even though it's scary and normally I wouldn't do this. Like, sometimes it really does fix your hang-ups a little bit. Or you still have those hang-ups, but you choose to work through them. So, like, maybe Anders just, she wasn't the right person for him. But, like, if Anders, like, I don't know, wanted to, like, I don't know, get with, like, someone new who came into town who has an adorable Shiba Inu named Cheeseball, me, maybe he would be, like, totally into that, you know? As I turn my back, I hear yet another familiar voice. I'm just trying to say, just logistically thinking about relationships. Since they got me involved in their breakup, I might as well give some advice. I forget Maribel's voice already, and I just had her. Ash! I turn around, and lo and behold, Maribel is approaching with Gravedigger peering out of her backpack. Who's a good Gravedigger? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have a little hat. You're so cute. Sorry. Oh, look, it's Quincy. I thought Quincy wasn't coming. Maribel is approaching with Gravedigger peering out of her backpack. Quincy trails slightly behind. Wow, the whole town, it really has come out today, huh? What was that? Oh, nothing. Did you just arrive, Maribel? Yeah, I had to run out to a site urgently. Love to put out fires, especially literal ones. Oh yeah, I think she's a firefighter or something. Wait, what? But enough about me. What's this? A cute little photo booth? Oh yeah, well, I came here to pursue photography, and I figured this was a great way to get my name out there. Of course! Oh my god, I have to get 1,000,000 photos of Gravy. Do you have props? Could I get her in a little bulldozer? Oh my god, please tell me you have hats. Wouldn't she look so cute in a little beret? I think there's a bread stand. I could go buy a baguette, and then she could be a little French Gravy, and... Just give her a minute, she'll calm down. Oh, hey, Quincy. Hey to you too, mi amigo. Mon ami. Boku no tomodachi. I said that with the weirdest accent, and like I know how to say those words properly. So it just sounded so weird. Yeah. I don't think we're close enough for you to be using the personal pronoun boku, but okay. Those are other languages. I thought you'd been all over the world. Why on earth would you think that? The mugs in your apartment. Oh, well, okay, so we covered in like the first stream that I have mugs from all over the place, but I've never actually been there, I just got the mugs. Oh, I totally got distracted. Saved by the Maribel. Congrats on the booth, Ash. It looks fantastic, and I love your photos too. Yeah, great work. Aw, shucks. Hey, if you're not busy later, why don't we all go do karaoke? Okay, the last time I went on karaoke with you, it started a huge fight and I had to like chase a girl out onto a beach and everything. So I don't know about that.
I love karaoke. Oh man, you should hear me sing Who Let the Cats Out. I go all out.
Is this the one where you just meow into the microphone for 3 minutes? I would like to see that. There are other words? I'm not sure I want to witness that. Oh, right, because Anders is, like, hanging out with me later. Yeah. Don't let him ruin it. Come hang out. It'll be fun. Well, I have to keep working here for a while. I'll let you know once I'm done.
Great.
Anyway, we should probably make tracks before all the stalls start selling out. Do you mean, like, paw print tracks, or do you mean, like, poopy tracks? Who's a good girl? Yes, she is. Yes, she's the goodest girl. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know. I'm just going crazy patting this dog. Pat, 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 pat.
Usually that only happens after you visit them, Maribel.
I have no idea what you mean. Wait, before you go, I think everyone else is turning up soon. I wanted to get a group photo. This is just like in Dream Daddy where I had to talk to everyone at the barbecue before they all came back and then there was like the ending. I hate when people do this because then I have to go through this conversation like 7 more times every time I play this game.
Of course. That sounds fun. Think they'll be much longer?
I sure hope not. As if they planned it, the rest of my friends begin arriving one by one.
No, not much longer at all. Looks like we made it just in time.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, the kids are just getting their faces painted, so I only have a moment.
Take your time, Ash. There's no rushing art. My heart is going doki doki.
Am I too late?
Perfect timing, actually. Let me just set up my tripod so I can get in on this. I affix my camera to the tripod, set it on a timer, and frantically slide into the frame of the photo. Okay, everyone say cheese ball! I'll process the photo and then send it out to everyone later.
What? I wanted to see it.
No, not until I processed it. It's my baby.
Alright, fine. But I want first eyes.
With the photo taken, everyone shuffles off, leaving me to wrap up my day at the booth. Whew. It's been super busy today, huh, Cheeseball? I hear that. She didn't actually say anything. I think she was supposed to bark. Maybe when we get home tonight, we can just cuddle and watch some PawTube? No, we're supposed to be hanging out with Anders. Shut the hell up. You're ruining this for me. I like that idea too. Huh? I follow Cheeseball's line of sight, and as I turn, realize it's supposed to be she. Oh, she's locked her eyes on a middle-aged woman standing at the edge of the marquee. Voice, maybe? Let's see. Trying to think of the voices I know. I only know like 3, so I don't know why it's taking me so long. Oh, were you talking to your dog? That was supposed to be Maribel's voice. I just realized now, after all this time, it's supposed to be more like this. Well, I mean, obviously. It's okay, Cheeseball, you can go back to sleep. How delightful. Were you wanting your picture taken? Actually, I was admiring your photos. Are these all taken here in Rainbow Bay? Yeah, mostly. I moved here and I wanted to capture how beautiful this city is. You've done a remarkable job. Wow, thank you. What do you call yourself? It's a weird way to ask what my name is. Well, my name is Ash Wisploid, but I call my business Pup-arazzi Snapshots. That name implies you're taking photos without consent. We might need to workshop that. You're not my boss! What do you mean by that? Sorry? Oh, I've gotten ahead of myself. You really have. She's like the exact same color hair that I do, though, which is pretty cool. Ash wisploid. My name is Carolyn Rousseau. I'm a curator at a local gallery space called Focus. I'm scouting for talent to develop exhibition for our space. I'd be very interested in talking to you some more about displaying your artwork. Wait, what? Ah, perhaps I wasn't clear. If you're interested, I'd like you to produce a photography exhibition for my gallery. I'd pay you, of course, and we'd work together to decide the direction of the collection. Though, based on what I've seen, I feel like you have a lot to say about Rainbow Bay. If she doesn't have a dog, she is the antagonist. We don't know that she doesn't have a dog. Maybe the dog just is, like, doing something else. Well, it's sort of a new life for me here. Brilliant. Use that. Anyway, I'll leave you with my card. Give me a call and we can discuss details. Thank you. Carolyn passes a small off-white card into my hand, smiles, and walks away. I see a cat peeking out from a backpack. Wouldn't that be cool? Sorry, I needed a drink. Doing voices is hard. What just happened? Is this real? Oh my god, her business card even has a watermark. I dance quietly on the spot, careful not to wake Cheeseball. Cheeseball is wide awake. She's wide awake because she's a good girl. She's a good awake girl. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. First off, a little wiggle. I throw in a few fist pumps while I'm there. And then, ooh yeah, I hit that whip. And then I nay-nay. Ahem. I guess this is a good point to wrap up for the day. And on a high and all that. In fact, I think I want to share this news. Nothing. Oh, who should I spend the evening with? I feel like this might be my chance to become more serious with someone. Anders, nobody actually. This is my brain every time there's a choice. Anders, nobody. I can't deny there's something intoxicating about Anders. Maybe that's worth exploring further. Lock-in romance with Anders? Oh, hell yeah. I feel my cheeks flush slightly as I open a chat with Anders and let him know I'll be free tonight. Now I just have to wait for a text back. I may as well pack up in the meantime. Moving gently around Cheeseball, I start to pack up my things. This is a lot of stuff, but I think I can manage a walk back home. Besides, I can leave the table in the gazebo here for the council. Sorry? Sorry? Oh my. Whew, I think I have to burp again. Confident in my load-bearing abilities, I hoist the bags onto my back, grab Cheeseball's leash, and shuffle onwards. For the first time since I moved to Rainbow Bay, the main road of the Arts District seems all but empty. Actually, it was empty every single time because they never actually drew any people in. I can hear the gentle rustling of leaves in the coastal breeze. A lone bird flies away from his perch. He drops a little bit of shit as he goes. That's weird. I guess everyone's either at the festival or home already. I continue up the road, Cheeseball dragging behind me slightly with her tired little legs. As I near an intersection, the lowering sun reflects off something by my feet. Ooh, a penny? In today's cashless society? How novel! Well, I don't mind if I do. I'll just go ahead and pick that up. Bam! I'm hit by a truck. Game over. Dead. Please don't tell me that's actually how it ended. What? Cheeseball, no, not the face. Jeez, my head hurts. What happened? Did I seriously get hit by a car? It's only then I realized that I'm on the ground. Did I seriously get hit by a car? I feebly climb to my feet, taking stock of the situation as I do. My bags are strewn across the street, as they'd been thrown about. Oh no, my camera. Panicked, I hurry over to my bags, pulling them together and searching to check that my camera is okay. It is smashed, but it isn't even there. What the hell? Not now, Cheeseball. My camera's gone. I can't afford another one. It's my livelihood. I'll lose my income and apartment and I'll lose you. What if it's still around here? It can't be that valuable to a stranger, right? It's a couple thousand, but the photos... Oh god, all my photos from today. The photo with everyone. They're all gone. What the heck? I have to find it. I can't go home without my camera. Cheeseball begins sniffing around the ground like a hound on the hunt. Okay, it can't have gone far, right? Let's search around the place. I make my way out into the neighboring roads, scanning for any evidence of my camera. The streets are all but empty. The stillness is unsettling, like I'm being watched. Cheeseball shuffles along the ground in front of me, following any scent trail she finds. If only that was actually helpful. It's not here. Come on, Cheeseball. If someone took it, we might be able to catch them with it. This is worrying! As I round the corner onto the South Shore Promenade, the sound of footsteps and a flash of movement in my peripheral vision grabs my attention. Am I about to be kidnapped? Did I get hit by a car and now I'm going to be kidnapped? Or did someone bash me over the head? Both are possible. Who's there? I lunge forward, feet hitting the pavement hard as I swerve around the corner. Another flash of movement down an alleyway. I'm hot on his heels when... a raccoon. I didn't even know we got raccoons in Rainbow Bay. Cheeseball, no! No raccoon chasing. Let's go. I have to coax Cheeseball out of the alleyway with treats before we make tracks back to the Arts District. The sun is just beginning to make its way towards the horizon. Not enough to paint the sky, but just to signal the end of day. As I arrive in the Arts District, I realize that there's little that's going to help me now. Even now, the streets are devoid of likely witnesses. Maybe one of the shopkeepers saw something? Fox's place is right here. Now, I know it's a stretch, but I have to try. What happened? Was I hit by a car? What's going on? I step into Fox's shop, still eerie as it always is. There are groundhogs everywhere. They are nibbling at my feet. They are now nibbling my brain. I have become one with the groundhog. Only this time, my entrance is met with a response. We're closed! Fox, I'm not a customer. Ugh, yeah, you never buy anything. Not even the groundhogs when I put them on sale. I don't have time for this right now. My camera's been stolen. What, so you thought I took it? No, I was just checking the area. I wonder if you've seen anything. Also, I may or may not have been hit by a car. Oh, well, no, I haven't. Sorry. Please, anything. I've searched all over town. Maybe you saw someone fleeing the Arts District? The windows are all blacked up here. I don't exactly get street-side views. I'm sorry your camera's gone missing, but if you've searched all over town, then it might be gone by now. I know it's rough, but maybe try checking back at the park? You might have just dropped it. I'm sure it'll turn up. I think Fox might actually be trying to be nice. Yeah, she is too. They're lovebirds. And they're in love. Like, literally. The species and in love. You might be right. I guess I just went on autopilot. Like, if I stopped moving, then the camera would get away from me. I mean, it sounds like that ship has sailed. Not funny, Fox. Okay, but did I get hit by a car? Can we talk about that? Sorry. Good luck, Ash. With that, I hastily make tracks back to the park. Dog tracks or poops? By the time I get back to the Dogwood Gardens, the festival is all but packed up. I drag my feet to the remnants of my booth and scan the area. There's still no sign of the camera, and with the sky growing ever darker, I can't hang around much longer. Well, Cheeseball, I guess I have to give up. No, don't be sad. If you're sad, then I'll get sad, and I don't want to be sad. I just want to be angry. How did I let this happen? It's almost like I got hit by a car or something. Oh god, and how am I supposed to make an exhibition when I don't even have a camera? I guess I can't deal with that right now. Let's go home, Cheeseball. I drag the rest of my belongings to the road and call in a Woober XL to take me back to my apartment. I then get murdered. The Woober XL pulls up outside my apartment. The driver stays in the front while I unload my bags. This looks like the Arts District. Why am I here again? Gee, thanks for the help. Defeated, I sit on the side of the road next to the pile of my belongings. Can you bring all of this inside, Cheeseball? I just want to go to sleep. I stretch backwards, eventually lowering my back down on the sidewalk as my eyes close. Ah, that's good. Maybe I'll just sleep right here. I then get hit by a second car. Person saying my name. My eyes snap open and I see Anders standing over me, a perfectly composed shadow. God, is that you? Hemingway licks at my face gently. Is that you, Ash? Unfortunately, I saw you get hit by a car earlier. Are you okay? Can we talk about whatever hit me to knock me over? I am not concerned. Is something wrong? When you never showed up, I called Sasha and he said you weren't home. I thought I'd wait for you, just in case, but it's been hours. I was just about to leave. I thought you had been hit by a car. Sorry. Don't be. Although I think Hemingway is getting pretty tired. Hemingway barks in response before letting loose one long, smelly yawn right in front of my face. Wow, this day just keeps getting better. What's happened, Ash? Camera's gone. Stolen, I think. I maybe got hit by a car, but I'm not really concerned. I see. Well, I can buy you a new one, if you like. What? Suddenly, everything's better! A new camera. They're not that expensive on my income, and I know you need it to make a living. And I prefer you living. The way I see it, there's relatively little cost to me for a significant return in the form of happiness of someone I care about. Hell yeah. Okay, but like, I just took all these pictures for people also, and like, charged them money. And, what now? You would have think I would have put like the SD card in my pocket or something. You don't have to do that. Shut the hell up. Yes, he does. Take the camera. Also, maybe go to the hospital. I know better than to force you to take my money. But it's a genuine offer. If there's any time. It's there any time. In the meantime... How about we get you to bed? I'm not really in the mood. I'm not reading this. Yeah, but I have all my stuff down here. Well, I might not be able to help with that. But how about I call in a favor? Just a moment. Sasha! Anders pulls out his phone and steps away, talking quietly. A few moments later, he returns with Sasha and a number of his flatmates to carry everything up to my apartment. Can we talk about the fact that I was probably hit by a car and probably have a concussion? Or someone bonked me over the head with a bat, and we have some kind of criminal in Rainbow Bay? What if it was Camera Lady? What if she stole my work, and she's gonna pass it off as her own? I'm getting way ahead of myself. Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks. Would you like me to leave? I don't mean to be cold. You just seem like you aren't feeling very amenable to company. No, stay, never leave. I'm sorry, please stay. I really appreciate your help. I'm just tired. I understand. Let's get you to bed then. This is so sad. Also, there's probably a criminal in this neighborhood. Aw, we're spooning. So cute. As the sun filters through the blinds just enough to wake me, I feel almost at peace, until I realize I have a concussion and my head fucking hurts. Until I remember what happened. Carolyn's card. A surge of panic pushes me out of bed, grabbing the card and my phone on the way, and out to the living room, I punch in the digits and hold my breath. This is Carolyn Rousseau. Hi, Carolyn. This is Ash. Ah, I was hoping to hear from you. Look, I don't think I can do the exhibition. I explain what little I can to Carolyn. She doesn't interrupt to speak or even react. Then she immediately is like, I'm sorry, did you get hit by a car? Why is no one talking about this? It's been like 10 full minutes. No one's talking about the fact that I probably either got hit by a car or slammed in the head with a bat. I see. It's a pity about the photos you may have lost, but we can still make this work. Well, I'm sorry that you're sleepy. You can borrow a camera from me. I have a few of my own. Quite nice ones, too. Plus, I'm sure you already have some works that will be more than suitable. So, Carolyn has offered me a camera. Anders has offered me a camera. Who else is going to offer me a camera? I mean, why do people just have $1,000 cameras laying around? Or thousands of dollars to buy a camera with? Why is no one talking about the fact that I probably got hit by a car? I actually have an opening at the gallery in just a few weeks. Do you think you could put together something soon? I'm happy to pay a rush fee. Also, why are we not talking about the fact that I took hundreds of photos at this festival and charged people money and can't give them the photos? Blame time for being so late. Time is not real, so I will not blame it. Of course, if I can borrow your camera, I'll get straight to work. Delightful. I'll be in touch. Carolyn hangs up. I sit on my couch, staring at the wall. There may just be hope after all. It's not like my would-be boyfriend just offered me thousands of dollars. Alright, Cheeseball. Get a puppuccino twice. Let's do some more fitness. Jog with dog. Sorry. Actually, I'm gonna make this one fitness and sociability. Wait, no, I already did that. This one, sprinkler party. And then this one we'll do fitness and trust, and then, I mean, Cheeseball's got really good manners, so we'll do smarts and trust. Run the week! Good night! You can always watch the rest. If you come back to Twitch, it'll have you at the spot where you were at, and all that fun stuff. Cheeseball went to town on her puppuccino, and quickly moved on to sniffing other dogs' buttholes. Cheeseball sat on the sprinkler and used it as a massage machine. Cheeseball tried to weave between your legs while running, but otherwise kept pace. Cheeseball convinced a local surfer to let her hang 10. Cowabunga! Cheeseball didn't want you to remove her jacket after the very first outfit. Okay, we're level 4 for everything now. Very good. But we have low energy, though. Let's see, how can we increase the energy? Ooh, cleaning ears. Oh yeah, you like the little ear? You like a little ear cleaning? Okay, satiation. Let's do wet food. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I really appreciate all your viewing and commenting and all of that. It's awesome. That is one wet dog. Okay, it's time for your second Paws Academy check-in. Jade and Quincy will check in on your Paws Academy class on weeks 6, 10, and 14. Okay. Fantastic work with Cheeseball's fitness. I can really see it shaping Cheeseball's personality and the bond you share. That said, I'm underwhelmed by Cheeseball's social. You could be doing more with this by now. The mark of excellence is not perfection, but the continued pursuit of growth. Cheeseball is an excellent dog and you're doing wonderfully. Even though I say everything like I'm angry with crossed arms. By this stage, the relationship between yourself and Cheeseball should really be in full bloom. There's a companionship I see here that I hope will guide you to further growth next time. Sweet. Okay. Here we'll see who's hot and who, well, you know, not. Let's go. Okay. Aw, Junebug is really cute. Dodger, look at that long tongue. These are all good doggies. They're all winners in my eyes. Look at Cheeseball. Good girl. Silver, silver everywhere, and Cheeseball could use a drink. Nice work. That's the end of this round.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. You should probably go home, though.
Yay! Silver dog. Minor award. For leveling up at least 2 of your pup's traits since last check-in. Nice. For giving your dog good pats over 100 times. Wow, that's a lot. How's that wrist? For picking up all possible poops like the responsible owner you are. He's a snooze. He's a snooze. He's a snoozy time. Okay. I just want to know who tried to murder me. That's all I want to know. Third date. Here we go. Wait, I should check my emails first. Whoa. Okay.
Ever find yourself unable to finish the tasks at hand? Fumbling for focus in a sea of to-do lists and time management tips? Say goodbye to unproductive days and hello to Obelisk Toolbox. His newest app, the Moebius Timer. Moebius is similar to many other time-based productivity apps with one important difference. The timer is randomized and invisible. With Moebius, employees won't know when their work begins or ends, leading to a sense of urgency that translates into more work per minute. Testing has shown that people using the Moebius app experience an 11% increase in productivity with only a modest 17% increase in associated workplace stress. Try it out today. You already know you'll be working forever, so take advantage. An easier day the Obelisk way. Plug us into your life. Creepy.
How are you? Hey, I just wanted to check in after what happened. I know things might feel a little bleak, but I'm sure you'll make it work. You have the conviction to do this. You're a star. Row, row, fight the power. Astrid. All of a sudden I'm getting a really weird amount of frames. That's weird. I think it's this screen in particular. Yo, I just wanted to let you know that I filed a police report for you. I hope it helps a little bit. No idea if it will go anywhere. Just remember, everyone is here for you, okay? Why didn't I do that? I mean, someone probably hit me with their car. Ash, please send me an invoice for your replacement camera. I want to help. God, I love him so much. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're not hurt. If you're who is calling me? Illinois! If you're feeling concussed or sore at all, please come by the hospital and I'll make sure someone sees you. We can't help with hurt pride though, or missing cameras, but you'll pull through. You've got this. I don't like her. As soon as we've caught the jerks who did this, I will personally fight for your honor. No one can hurt someone in my life like this without some serious justice coming their way. Okay. I can't believe this. I guess no matter where you go in the world, bad things happen to good people. I'm sorry about what happened. I'm just upstairs if you need to talk. Or smooch, or whatever. The end is nigh. Haha, not the end of the world though, just the end of your Paul's Academy semester. Your final exam is just around the corner, so make sure you're thinking very carefully about how you're training your dog. We want to see well-rounded, well-behaved sweeties. See you then, Quincy and Jade. Woofer dating tip 3. How do I know? Wooing another person can be a nerve-wracking experience. How do you know for sure you want to spend the rest of your life with this person? Well, by this point there's probably no turning back. I mean, come on, it's time to get serious about your future together. Get married! The next time you see the opportunity to go on a date with your special someone, be sure to take it if you want to spend your future together. We believe finding true love requires at least 3 dates. Okay, so that is telling me that I should definitely not do anything else this week. Definitely go on a date with Anders, which is what I was already gonna do anyway. So let's do it. The acoustic chanteuse. No, it's okay. Shh. What is with the frames? Oh, they're going back up now. Okay, I guess it really was just that menu. Anders kind of surprised me by coming to my aid after my camera was stolen. Maybe there's more to him than just unadulterated flirting. Hey, Anders, let's hang out tonight. Hang out? I think I have to hit reply. You know, chillax, kick back. Spend time together? Yes, that's what I just said. Bingo! I'm not sure tonight is great for me. Oh no, he's not into me anymore. Come on, it'll be fun. We can just chat and, you know, see where the night takes us. You present a strong argument. How could you say no to my whittle face? And now you're ruining it. But alright, let's just do something easy. How about the acoustic chanteuse? Perfect! See you tonight! Yay! Okay, why won't it go away? Done. Okay, cool. The acoustic chanteuse is hardly Anders' usual haunt. I didn't think he liked karaoke very much. And yet, there he is, sitting at the bar with Hemingway, resting by his feet. He's hunched over slightly, nursing something amber-colored and no doubt burn-flavored. Oh my god, he's sad. Oh no. I can fix it, baby. Anders? Well, fancy seeing you in a dive like this. You come here often? I do, actually. I didn't think you did, though. I don't know. But I felt like something a little more plebeian tonight. Harsh, but okay. I promise I mean that in a good way. Nothing like the simplicity of the common people, right? I didn't mean to imply you're common. If anything, you're the rarest gem I've ever found. Oh my god! Whew! It's getting hot here, is it just me? Thanks. I'm off my game tonight. It's unbecoming of you. Oh, dear. Anders looks down at his drink and sighs before downing the last mouthful. His face hardly moves. Long day? I don't think I've ever seen you take a sip without savoring it before. Long day today? Oh, well, of a sort. With any luck, a much longer night. Yes. What's the plan tonight anyway? Please don't say whiskey tasting. Lucky for you, no. I don't have anything planned this time. Perhaps you would like to take the lead, at least to start the evening. Cheeseball, please. I'm having a moment here. Oh, sure. Any ideas? Why don't you tell me a story? A story about what? Anything you like. Take your time. I have another drink to order. He is definitely depressed about something. Photo session nightmare. I had a nightmare the other night. Oh, boy. Hey, you wanted me to lead, so you have to listen. Of course. Great. Okay, so in my dream, I was the photographer at a wedding, and Cheeseball was the ring bearer. Adorable. Yes, but remember, I said nightmare. So the wedding seems okay up until the bride is walking up the aisle and she steps in a certain something left behind by Cheeseball. Ah, that is certainly unfortunate. Yeah, so then she slips on it and her train knocks over some candles and I guess someone spilled gasoline? To cut a long story short, the venue burned down, a whole bunch of Salvador Dali clocks started singing Carol of the Bells, and when I looked in the mirror, I realized it was my wedding. Wait, hold on. I feel like you've skipped over some crucial details here. It's still a bit hazy. Yes, evidently. Are you sure you're okay? It's not like you to go this long without making a thinly veiled joke. Thinly veiled? I'm fine. I need another drink. Indeed, his glass is empty again. As he looks down at it, his nose wrinkles and I notice his eyes seem darker than normal. Anders, I'm not sure you should... Actually, I've thought of something better than whiskey. Let me show you the view from my office at nighttime. Wouldn't it just be darkness? You'll see. He has that, like, beautiful lawyer office that's like a penthouse or something. It's probably pretty pretty. Anders' office isn't far from the bar, but the walk takes far too long. The whole way, Anders walks slightly behind, dragging his feet just a little. Every now and then I stop to turn and look at him. I notice he immediately perks up, saying something about enjoying the view or conserving his energy. Eventually we arrive after a myriad of after-hours security procedures, and Anders guides me into his office while Hemingway and Cheeseball both curl up on Hemingway's bed. Over here. Oh, sorry. My Anders voice. Over here, by the windows. So pretty. The near full moon ripples in the gentle lapping of the ocean and the stars, more than I'd ever seen in New York. Wink with a sort of whimsy. What do you see? You don't know? It's been a while since I've seen it. Describe it for me? It's like a secret glimpse of divinity, like a peek between the curtains at something bigger than us. It's so beautiful, and yet so imposing. The word has barely left my mouth before we're kissing. Wow, okay. He pulls me against him in a full hug, though the kiss is only chest. Nonetheless, there's an urgency to it. I'd never heard anyone describe it like that. Or anything like that. Oh, he's blushing a little. This is cute. I wish I had face cam. Oh no. So he said maybe this was a mistake, and I said, what? And he said, you and I. What? Were a mistake because I asked a simple question? No, that's not what I mean. Anders steps away from me and lands in one of the room's armchairs, limbs strewn about. He rubs a hand over his forehead, pressing it on the sides. I don't know that we should get this close. I don't need you to make decisions for me or fuss over my state of being. I can handle myself. I was just checking in on you like like any normal person would do. I care about you, okay? It's weird when you're not yourself, so of course I want to know if something's going on. Am I just going to get written off the same way you ditched Robin? You idiot! No, you've ruined everything! I don't want to do that to you. I'm sorry, it's just, whenever things get serious, there's suddenly more to lose. I've spent a long time teaching myself to be independent. I'm not sure I'm ready to change that. You don't have to. That's not what this is. Sharing with me doesn't make you dependent or weak, Anders. It just means you don't have to be alone. Maybe you're right. Anders sits up in his seat, bites his bottom lip, and furrows his brow. Oh, shit. It's my mother. Biological mother. She died today. Oh my god, Anders, I'm so sorry. Yeah. That's terrible. Don't be, I think. We never met. I just kept tabs on her the last few years. Oh, he was adopted? I don't think I remember him telling me that. I had this grand idea that one day I would confront her about giving me up. She had the same condition as me, retinitis pigmentosa. On one hand, I know it would be hard to raise a child alone with deteriorating sight, but on the other, I could have used someone who knew what it was like when mine first started to go. I kept saying I would contact her one day, but now she's gone. Anders chokes on the last word. I can barely see his silhouette against the armchair, shaking as he tried to swallow a sob. This is so sad. Anders, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have pressured you into talking. I didn't mean to upset you while you're going through this. No. I'm glad you did. I never told anyone about her before. It feels good. Really? Are you sure? 'Cause you're crying. But at the same time, I can't help but feel scared. I want to let you in, but what if that only pushes you away? Ash, I've never held on to anything too tightly, but with you, I don't want to let go. My god, this is really emotional. Anders. Please, you don't have to respond to that. Just know that I want to try. I care about you more than I ever expected to. I care about you too, Anders. I hope you know that. I think I'm starting to. Now then, how about I take you home? Aww. Good night, Anders. I'll see you in the morning. Aww. You're so cute. Alright, who else are we gonna talk to? Let's hang out with Sasha. Cool. Alright, I'll reread that last line since we had a little bit of a oopsies. It's time to take Cheeseball to the vet again. This time for a little sneeze she developed recently. Sasha and Marshmallow are also waiting, so we've been chatting about nothing in particular. Hey, Ash. I heard what happened to you last week. That really stinks. Are you doing okay? Well, I think so. I've got a super hot rich boyfriend and, you know, this lady offered to give me one of her 7 cameras, so I think I'll be fine, except for the fact that I was hit by a car. No one's mentioned that this entire time. I'm still not really sure, to be honest. That's totally fine. If you need anything, let me know. Okay, we're having a trick-off. Oh no. I don't know what that is. A trick-off between Marshmallow and Cheeseball. It's like a dance-off, but for tricks. Sure, sounds like fun. I can't guarantee Cheeseball and I are up to competition standard, though. Awesome. We'll go first. This just means it's gonna be an easy win for me and my Marshy. Marshy twirls. Marshmallow perks his head up and immediately begins walking in tight circles on the clinic floor, like a greyhound ballet dancer.
Aren't you just the best little marshmallow in town?
Good boy. Such a good boy. That was a really cool voice that the voice actor had, but, very different from the voice that I'm doing. Which makes it very funny to hear. Your turn. Climb and shake. This move was originally called the up dog. Okay, what's up, dog? Not much, dog. What's up with you? Was that the trick? No, Cheeseball, climb. Cheeseball regards me for a moment before popping, again, wrong pronouns for the dog, but okay, her front paws onto my knees and reaching up to shake my hand. I oblige. Good work, Cheeseball. Very impressive, both of you. 11 stars out of 5. It's important to be ready for the polite handshakes of any formal gathering or business meeting. Taking off my hoodie for a second, give me one moment. Quite right. Please hand me my ball gown and my important briefcase. Haha. Okay, that's it. Alright, I only have enough for one more thing. They were unimpressed with my social, so I'm gonna use my personal time to get some more social. Awesome. Okay. Smarts and social. Fitness and social. Social. Smarts and social. Social and manners. Social and trust. Run the week! Massage machine, puppuccino. A Cheeseball nearly got adopted by another single. There is such a thing as being too cute. Over the course of the nap, Cheeseball slowly pushed you out of the comfy spot on the couch. Cheeseball! Rude. I thought I was teaching you manners. Now I'm sad. Eat. Devour. Yummy. Okay, more food. Shake, 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 shake. Eat the food. Okay. Now let's spray you down. Wet dog, wet doggy. Yay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 Okay, inbox. Hands-free driving. Electric vehicles are the future, and so are we, with the brand new Obelisk Plug. Built by Swedish mechanics, the Plug is the next evolution in semi-autonomous transport. Our patented overseer software will make moment-to-moment decisions about driving conditions, passenger status, and pedestrian survivability. Take your hands off the wheel with confidence, knowing the overseer has everything under control. In fact, there is no wheel. Float to your destination in the safe hands of an AI program by someone you never met. Owners of the Plug get 1 year of free firmware updates and then can upgrade to one of our subscription plans to keep their vehicle running. Plug in today. Obelisk keeps you moving forward. Okay, that is a little bit too on the money. Fast transfer of 10,000 dog. You do not know me, but your email address has been passed to me as a trustworthy person of note and respect. My name is Hans Dorfman, and I am the attaché to Prince Erich Schlossberg. The prince is a collection of beautiful dogs for fun and conservation, having more than 10,000 in his menagerie. Circumstances of conflict in our home have meant that we need to bring away these animals. Each one of them is worth several hundred euros, but the uprising will cause all to be removed unless we can find a safe place. If you would be willing to transfer me 1,000 euro as help for making the dogs arrive through customs, the prince has authorized me to give 10 gift dogs of your choice for you to the trouble. Whatever. Okay. I can't speak. Where's Anders? Anders! Woohoo! Anders and I are having a quiet drink in the corner of the cafe. Hemingway sits next to Anders, quietly keeping watch on the room full of happy afternoon coffee drinkers. It's been a long week so far. I'm thoroughly exhausted already. It seems like you're tired more often than not, Ash. Maybe. Not all of us can be go-getting lawyers with boundless energy. Alright. As I fumble for a response, there's a loud crash from behind the counter. One of the staff must have dropped a big tray of cups. The loud noise reverberates around the cafe, and I notice Hemingway has shot to his feet. He's shaking and his tail is down low. Is Hemingway alright, Anders? He gets scared sometimes by loud noises. Don't you, boy? You could give him some reassurance if you like. It might help him calm down. Is that alright? Of course. Hemingway knows you quite well now. Aw, I'm gonna give him a treat. How about a nice treat to munch on, Hemingway? I've got some cheese ball nibbles in my pocket. Actually, Ash, I'd rather you didn't. Oh, alright. I made the wrong choice. It's a lovely idea, but as a service animal, Hemingway is on quite a strict diet and feeding routine. Part of the way he keeps himself focused. That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I nearly threw it off. Not at all. You were still very respectful of his space. And I learned something new about Hemingway and his fellow service dogs, so that's a big win. All our chatter has seemed to calm him down a little. He's looking much more like his normal self.
Always a gentleman, Hemingway.
I agree with Hemingway in this instance. Listening to you talk can be very relaxing. Haha, you may regret that admission. Even without the treats, Hemingway does seem a lot more settled now. I'm glad. Yay! What, no fourth date? Okay. Huh. I guess I'll hang out with Maribel. Maribel and I are admiring a pop-up exhibition that, well, popped up in the Arts District this week. It's packed with local talent and experimental pieces. I have to admit that I don't understand this one. What is there to understand? Like, is that a person or a bird? Maybe it's both. And how does it fit into the title? Perhaps working it out is the point. I guess. Well then, I declare this is the most artistic art I have seen all day. Alright, what do you look for in a piece of art, Ash? Something that makes me emotional, I guess. The best art makes me emotional in some way. Now we're talking. That's what I look for in art as well. Something to conjure feelings, mess me right up. I just think there's not much point to art unless it makes you react, even in a bad way. Absolutely.
When I first saw Van Step's Market Terrace at noon, I started crying immediately. I still don't know why.
Van Step is excellent. I'm also a big fan of Gerst Clint. The way he added gold leaf to his art just makes me happy.
I love it.
That's cute. I think that even a piece of art you hate is kind of successful because it made you feel something. A lot of art and entertainment is disposable. Time to show off your own art to the world and make everyone cry. Oh, maybe. Okay. Astrid? You look pretty serious sitting out here, Astrid. What's up?
Well, I was waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing to do with you personally, Ash. Relax. I just checked my tarot app, and my card of the day is the Four of Swords, reversed.
Oh no, is that bad? I'm guessing it's bad.
It's not great. I mean, it's fine, actually. The card just means I'm exhausted and burned out, which isn't wrong, to be honest.
I don't know much about tarot, but it sounds like a helpful reminder.
What's your favorite card?
I don't fucking know. Let's go with the Tower. I resonate with the Tower.
Yikes! The card of destruction. I'm afraid to ask, but why?
Well, chaos tends to follow me around. Disaster at every turn, tripping over and breaking priceless vases, that sort of thing. Is that like an Oron High School Host Club reference? I sure hope so. I figure you can either fight it or embrace the madness.
You don't seem too chaotic to me. But there is value in accepting what we have to work with. It's easier to move forward.
Just don't be standing at the base of my tower when it crumbles.
I think I'll be okay. Anyway, you need people around you to help you rebuild.
Oh, she's so nice. I guess we'll just do some more dog training then. Let's do smarts.
Who's a smart girl?
And fitness. Yay! Okay, we still need more sociability, so let's go, go, go! Run the week. Over the course of the nap, Cheesebell slowly pushed you. Cheesebell's in a butt-sniffing circle. Puppuccino, puppuccino, remove her jacket. Cool. Wet food. Munch, 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 munch. Okay. Blurp, 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 blurp. Munch, 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 munch. Let me tweet out my tweet again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's hose the puppy down. Hosing you down. Now you're just untidy, no longer stanky. Okay, inbox. Move over, Woofy. It's Woofer. It's time to get bait. Human connection. Intimacy. Love. These are the things that make the world go around. But people find it difficult to hook up in this busy world. Now meet Bait, the latest remote dating system from Obelisk Soft. Bait is a dating app with a gamified twist. Put in all your details, age, gender, favorite pasta, and you enter the sea, our database of potential romantic catches. Each morning, someone casts their hopeful line into a sea of 100 eager matches, and with the right bait, manages to land the big one. A big date, that is. All information on Bait is strictly confidential, and we won't reveal your contact details until you've been hooked. Sign up today and you may find your white whale. Never be alone or out of touch. Obelisk loves you so much.
Seal, Buy one, get 2 groundhogs. Absolutely no returns. I have an increasing number of holes in the floor of my shop and I'm over it. I'm now offering an unbeatable buy one, get 2 deal on groundhogs. If you buy a groundhog, I'll give you 2 free ones while stocks last. That means 10 lucky Rainbow Bay residents can take home 3 groundhogs each. If you don't want the groundhogs, just leave them in the backyard with some trees. They'll be fine. Seriously, please buy now.
She has 30 groundhogs, and she can't get rid of them. Okay, I'm really losing the internet connection, and someone just closed the door, making it worse. Okay, where's Anders? Anders, where are you? Hello, my beautiful love. South Shore Street is gripped by a blustery wind as I walk cheese ball past the many shops. Ahead, I spot Anders and Astrid chatting outside Fleur de Lis estate agents. Afternoon, Ash. Lovely day for a walk. It is! Hello, Anders. Astrid, what's happening with you two?
Anders is just getting the latest updates on my training.
I have a vested personal interest in the continued success of our resident Olympic-level skater, and in my friend.
Oh, you. It's great to have someone in your corner when it comes to your passions.
What about you, Ash? What dream would you follow if you could? Professional travel photographer. I've always wanted to travel the world, documenting the wonders of nature and civilization. That, it turns out, is very expensive. You'd leave us all behind for the majesty of the ancient cuboids, or the dark mystery of the Golian rainforest?
Very rude, I'd say.
Much as it would pain me to be away, there's just so much out there to see and record and share with others. Plus, I'd always come back to Rainbow Bay. It's starting to feel like home. Admirable to have goals, particularly ones that combine passion and personal growth. Well, it's not something I plan to do anytime soon, if at all, but I definitely have a scrapbook of possible plans and locations. When the time comes, I'll do what I can to help.
Ah, he's so cute!
Anders really does look out for his friends.
Oh, no date? No date opportunity? No date opportunity? Really?
I guess I'll hang out with Astrid. We're in Fox's shop on another picturesque afternoon. Astrid and Fox are bantering as I do my best to keep up, while Fox's lovebirds bob up and down in time with her words.
All I'm saying is you should have a plan, not for failure, for the future.
I have plans, Fox.
Sure, but they aren't long-term. Really long-term. What happens when you move on from skating?
Well, obviously I'd do something very clever and important.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, help me out here. What do you think I should do in the future? You could teach kids. You could always become a teacher, shaping young athletes' minds and bodies.
Those are called coaches.
I never thought of that. But would I ever be good enough to train someone else? Well, this is far into the future talk, and you're already pretty dang impressive. Thanks. Teaching a skill is entirely different to actually having that skill. Shut up, Fox, you're not helping.
That said, I think you would make an excellent coach.
Okay, now you're helping. Weird to imagine myself in charge of other people. Well, I mean, you have a dog. That's like kind of the same thing. I'd let you tell me what to do. I bet. I just mean, look, you know what I mean. Okay, let's do more dog training. Yay, dog training. Yay, dog training. Yay, dog training. Because I think the next thing is like next week. The next puppy thing. Pup thing. Thing for pups. You know, they make you do the thing. They test you. They test your dog. I can't think. Alrighty. Let's get some wet food in here. Okay, let's, yeah, let's get in there in the ears, making you clean. And then we will, hose. Yay! Do 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 do. Oh, a big event! How exciting! I arrive at the art gallery placed. It's Cheeseball! Look at her! She looks so good! Placed fittingly in the arts district. Cheeseball and I are running fashionably late, but who shows up on time to their own event anyway? Oh, I hope all my friends are here. As I step into the gallery, the reality of the situation hits me. Those are my photos. This is really happening. The gallery is a lot busier than I imagined. I didn't really know people still went to galleries and museums, to be honest. And I didn't know they allowed dogs here. As I'm scanning the crowd, I spot Carolyn calmly sauntering my way. Ash, you made it. Of course, I couldn't miss my own opening night, right? And what an opening you have. Yes, thank you. You should be very pleased with what you accomplished. This is incredible. The whole gallery is your artwork, Ash. To think you've come so far from being a stranger to being Rainbow Bay's own photography star.
It'll be super fun.
I can't wait to tell people that you're my neighbor. Think you could get me into exclusive events and all that? Oh, hello, young man. Are you a friend of Ash's? You don't really talk like that, do you? Like what? Art buyers are so formal. Yes, I'm a friend of Ash's. A neighbor, too. Ash has only lived in Rainbow Bay for a little while, but the connections Ash has made are strong. Is that so, Ash? I've made so many friends. I've found someone really special. I don't know which one to answer. Because Sasha would be really honored if I said I made so many friends. But also it's true that I've met someone really special. I've made so many friends. Yes, I've made so many friends since I moved here. I can't imagine going back to New York or ever living without them. That's very sweet. Oh, shucks, Ash. Pfft, the kids do not say that. I said it when I was a kid. Exactly. Well, I really must be going. I'm sure there are potential buyers tonight, and I should be attentive. I'll talk to you later, Ash. And, farewell, you. Sasha. Yes. You art people are hilarious. I should probably let you mingle with your darn fans. See ya. Oh, and bye. Fancy seeing you here. Hey, Ash, congrats on the show. Oh, Astrid, thanks. There are some pretty killer pieces here. Maybe I'll buy some. They're, quite expensive. Well, we'll just wait until I win gold. Then I'll buy all of it. Deal. So, being friends with a photographer means I get free promo shots once I qualify for the games, right? Well, I don't know about free. Just kidding. It's always important to pay professionals, even if you're your friends. Yes, that's very true. Yes, always pay your friends. True. Toss a coin to your freelancer, please. Now that you and Cheeseball have settled into Rainbow Bay, what are your plans for the future? I want to stick around. I want to stay here for a while, maybe find some studio space and start doing more full-time work. Rainbow Bay really is home to me. Aww. Shut up. Well, I should let you get on with...
I love it.
Hi, Ash. Oh my god, your photos are amazing. All these small moments from throughout the city, they're so personal and simultaneously universal. Your opening night. Oh, hey, Astrid. Hey, Maribel, are we still getting drinks after this? You know it. I'll bring Fox. And I shall gird my loins. What? Bye for now, Ash. Hi, Maribel. Thanks for all the compliments. Anytime. Complimentary Complimentary compliments by Maribel. Is there complimentary gravy, too?
Your gravy.
Always. There's so much gravy to share. So much little love in that ball of fluff. Yes, there is. Yes. Maribel dotes over gravy for a good minute before remembering I'm right in front of her. You've really captured everything I love about Rainbow Bay. Could have more gravy photos, though. I'll take those notes on board. You've been living in Rainbow Bay for a while now, so I'm curious. What's your favorite thing about living here? The people. The people. Everyone here has been so welcoming and supportive, except for Fox, but she's been kind of supportive in her own way. Yeah, that's the best you can hope for with Fox. Well, I suppose this would be the point where I make an excuse to step away so that you can talk to someone else. That sounds very formulaic. Yes, that's how dating sims work.
Gotta keep moving.
It is what it is. See you later, Ash. Maribel disappears into the crowd, leaving myself and Cheeseball standing awkwardly by the entrance. I should probably make myself known to potential buyers. Although, I thought someone else would have popped up by now. Thank heavens I'm not the only wallflower here. Speak of the devil.
Oh,
I beg your pardon? I was just wondering if you'd make it tonight. Well, I have to admit this isn't exactly the most enriching experience for me. My vision isn't exactly detailed at the best of times. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You didn't have to come. But I very much wanted to come. If you'll pardon the expression. Well, I'm glad. I'm very pleased I could make it. It's an honor to be here in support of your fine work. Thanks, Sanders. It means a lot that you made an effort. Are you planning to stick around for long? I think the whole gang is around here somewhere. I think I'm on my way out. It's very busy, not the best place for Hemingway or myself. But I applaud your talent and your tenacity. Not everyone has the strength of spirit to continue and succeed in the face of adversity. Oh, well, Cheeseball was supporting me along the way, you know?
always a gentleman.
Haha, yes. I know a thing or two about being supported by a loyal companion. Tell me, Ash, do you trust Cheeseball? More than anyone. Of course, with all the time we spent together, I know Cheeseball would do anything to protect me. And I would do the same. That's a valuable thing, loyalty like that. Perhaps it's something you and I might foster, with time. If you think you're ready for that sort of thing, I could be. Ah! If you're leaving, do you have plans for the night? Unfortunately, I have court tomorrow morning, so I'll be retiring for the night quite early.
You've got my number.
You've got my number. Do have a wonderful evening. Sleep peacefully, Ash. With that, Anders marches away. I watch him leave, led confidently by Hemingway. In my reverie, I fail to notice Robin walking up behind me. Oh, Lord.
Finished chatting up Rainbow Bay's own Casanova.
Oh, hey, Robin. Are you still angry with Anders?
Nah, he can do whatever he wants. Doesn't mean I can't make fun of him while he does it, though.
True enough. How's your night going?
Well, I have the evening to myself and a complimentary glass of bubbles, so I'd say pretty well. Not to mention some stunning photography to admire. You've managed all of this in the little time you've been in Rainbow Bay? I like your moxie.
It's pretty surreal, I'll admit.
You should own it. And who knows, maybe you'll make a pretty penny tonight. I saw someone who seemed very keen to buy a trip ditch you have in the pack.
Oh, wow, really?
It might have been me.
That's even better.
So how does it feel? You've come all this way to start a new life and follow your passions, and now that's what's finally happening for you. It must be nice.
I still have a long way to go. It's definitely even more than I hoped for when I moved here. But I still have a long way to go, you know? One exhibition isn't a career.
That's a good attitude. Keep at it. You've got a lot of good things ahead of you.
Thanks, Robin.
Okay, I'm going to hunt down another waiter for some more to drink.
Good luck. Feel free to bring me a glass, too.
And put a poor waiter out of work? Never. See you soon. Did you want this glass? I only had one sip. I don't really like it.
Felix is standing by the wall, holding a champagne flute. He's a little bit annoyed because I've ignored him the entire game. Against his physique, it looks like the glass might shatter if he so much as breathes. Well, if you're offering...
Promise I don't have anything contagious.
That hits too hard during the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Please don't. Oh, are you sick?
No, I was just trying to make a joke. Oh, well, I gotta laugh one way or the other. Laughing is good for you, apparently. We should both do it more.
You don't seem like you laugh very much. This is true.
Well, I guess I'm kind of a serious guy. Maybe I'll work on that. Anyway, congrats on the exhibition. I really like your photos. Although I don't know much about art. It kind of feels like your photos tell a story about Rainbow Bay. There's a lot of close-up shots. They're kind of mysterious. And you know how I feel about mysteries. Speaking of mysteries, now that you've been in Rainbow Bay for a while, I was wondering what you think the biggest local mystery is.
How Fox stays in business. I don't understand how Fox stays in business. She's picky about who she sells to. Most of her stock isn't for dogs, and also she's a bit rude. And she keeps selling groundhogs and then getting them returned.
Be careful, she could be listening.
Is she here?
You can never be certain. But anyway, her parents are famous zoologists. I think they probably cover a lot of the costs. Plus, she does a lot of work in the public eye to help pay the bills. Alright, I should get Mulder to bed before he starts getting cranky. The little guy's still growing.
Thanks for coming by. That's a little guy.
I couldn't miss it. See ya.
Felix drags Mulder out of the gallery. I look around. It seems like the crowds are starting to thin. There's someone who's been standing in front of one photo for a long time. The silhouette is familiar, but amongst all that's been happening, I haven't connected the dots. Once the crowd thins out, it's become all too apparent to me who this mysterious guest is.
You know, sometimes you pleasantly surprise me.
Is she Australian?
She was like, you know, sometimes you...
I can't do it. Never mind. I can't do an Australian accent. G'day, mate.
You know...
I can't do it. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
Well done, Ash.
Is that praise from you, Fox?
Don't get used to it.
I wouldn't dream of it.
You're learning. It's been a long 15 weeks, hasn't it?
It's only been 13 weeks. It's been some time, but I've had a lot of fun. Maybe it has been maybe... Is this week 14? It's been some time, but I've had a lot of fun. You know, it's funny. When I arrived here, you were on the radio.
Talking to those two lunatics, yes.
You sounded a lot nicer then.
Public appearance is important, Ash. You should try curating one sometime.
I'm going to ignore that comment. It seems fitting that you're the last one here.
Why? Don't tell me it's something about fate.
Not fate, just symmetry. I feel like in your own way, you've been looking out for me this whole time.
What a peculiar concept.
I know you'll deny it, but you're always around. I think you like me.
What?
Like I said, you'll deny it. Just know that I like you too. You're a good person, Fox, even if you're a bit of a gremlin.
Bye-bye now.
I'll be leaving now.
I thought as much. Good night, Fox. Fox walks backwards out of the gallery with impressive poise. It's only when she reaches the step leading outside that she stumbles slightly, and I can't help but laugh. She cracks her head open on the ground. She is dead. Hey, Cheeseball? What do you want for dinner? Yay! Week 14's over! Okay. This is probably my last chance. So, let's really go for it. Smarts and manners, fitness and sociability, trust and sociability, trust and manners, smarts and trust.
Do it! Run the week!
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, Cheeseball is like actually like pretty clean and everything. Let's do some brushing of the teeth. Yeah, brush them little dog teeth. Brush them teeth. Yay! Okay. Yay! I like the little face she makes. Yay! Okay. Cool. Very nice. Very good. A well-rounded puppy. You've done perfectly adequate job with Cheeseball's social. You should be very happy with yourself. Cheeseball's progress since last check-in is astounding. You've really put in the hard yards and it shows. Thanks for your hard work with Cheeseball over the past few months. We'll have a graduation ceremony next week. I hope to see you there. Yay! Wow, can you believe how long it's been? How far we've all come? I'm real proud of you all. Jeez, stop looking at me. You're gonna make me cry. Let's just get on with it before I turn into an emotional wreck. Cornelius has corn in his mouth. Silver medal, nothing to sneeze at, and please don't sneeze on me. Okay, you can if you really want to, only because you're a very good dog. You've trained hard and now you have a silver medal, Junebug. Bury it somewhere nice. Silver medal, nothing to sneeze at, and please don't sneeze on me. Okay. Oh, what was I supposed to do? Some might say this is only a bronze medal. I say this is a bronze medal for a very fluffy and cute Cheeseball, and that's what makes it really special. How come I was getting like gold and silver and now I have bronze? Barely trying at all. I tried really hard. I even spent time doing personal time. Whatever. You all suck. That's it, I'm moving out of this town. I've changed my mind. I take back all the nice things I said. We're done. A big event! Yay! It's the last week. This is it. 15 weeks of training and bonding, all leading up to this experience. Sorry. Today, I find out if all my love and care has been enough for Cheeseball. Hey, don't fart on my parade, Poopington III. Hey, good attitude. Huh? An inexperienced dog owner might get annoyed at their dog for interrupting a motivational inner monologue, but you just laughed it off. Well, I mean, it was just a fart. There was no fart. What am I talking about? Even if I am breathing exclusively through my mouth now, you could still smell a fart through your mouth. Is inhaling the fart through your throat somehow better than your nose? Thank you, Quincy. Quincy, I need you to manage a rowdy Jack Russell. Oh, I thought you had it handled. In that case, I'd better stop shooting the breeze. Is that a fart joke? Yes. I'll see myself out. Well done, Ash. You've survived your first 15 weeks with your new dog. I won't pretend it's all easy going from here, but by now you should have formed a real relationship with Cheeseball. You really think so? Well, admittedly, I'm assuming a lot about the quality of your training. We'll find out once we've gone through a full assessment of your dog's obedience and trust. Right, of course. We'll get things underway very soon. Jade steps away to help Quincy. As the door to the examination room swings shut behind her, I can see a small terrier going for Quincy's jugular. Quincy, no! I hope that works out okay. One by one, various other dogs in the waiting room and their owners get invited into Jade's examination room for a short assessment. Now is only a matter of waiting. And we're waiting. All right, Cheeseball, the doctor will see you now. Oh, that's me. Well, my dog. You'll need to come in too, so Dr. Kim can give you an evil glare if she finds a flea. Come on. I follow Quincy into the examination room and wait as he and Jade run Cheeseball and myself through a number of tests. Alright then, Ash. Let's see how you've done. We'll run each attribute you've been working to develop. We'll run through each attribute you've been working to develop in Cheeseball. First of all, Cheeseball's manners are adequate. She waited patiently while Quincy ate a steak and 3 sausages. However, she did whine about it. This could still use some work. Now then, your socialization is acceptable, Ash. Quincy introduced Cheeseball to a particularly obnoxious Shih Tzu, and she barked at first, but was quick to pull back into line. Regarding trust, Cheeseball seems happy to listen to you most of the time and stays by your side while working off-lead. Just work on your recall a bit more. As for Cheeseball's smarts, Quincy hid an abundance of dog treats throughout the room, and Cheeseball managed to find almost all of them. I'm quite pleased. Just notice that poster of like all the dogs in the corner. That's very cute. Moving on, you've done a great job keeping Cheeseball fit and healthy. She's gotten Quincy all worn out. I'm sure he'll sleep well tonight. Thank you for waiting while we assess Cheeseball. If you could please wait in the reception, we'll be out with the overall class results shortly. Is it gonna be that Cheeseball actually was the best dog out of all of them? Cheeseball and I shuffle back into reception. Everyone is sitting, waiting with their dogs while Jade and Quincy get the last of their notes together.
Let's have a look.
Alright everyone, thank you all for your patience. We successfully compiled a thorough list of all the goodest boys and girls in the room. Our graduating class of 2020 is... Boatmeal. Get a load of that gorgeous coat. So fashionable, so stylish, the talk of the town. A most excellent voice. Corn Dog Cornelius, my man, you've only gone and done it. That's what I call an A-plus pupper. Oh, Dodger, I never want to dodge you. Come here, boy. I'd trade a cuddle for your graduation cap. Gasp. Does anyone have a Ouija board? Because I'm looking for a ghost. CONGRATULATIONS. Did we allow a bee to graduate? Oh wait, it's Junebug. Come and get your diploma, buddy. Last but certainly not least, the one, the only Cheeseball. Ah, Cheeseball, we did it. Haha, yes, good job, buddy. Ahem. Now we'll award this semester's valedictorian. This is the pup who worked the hardest, improved the most, and excelled above all others. Everyone, please give a big round of applause for our valedictorian, Junebug. Congratulations. Wow, valedictorian? That's impressive. It's not an easy feat, that's for sure. I hope you're not disappointed that Cheeseball didn't win valedictorian. Aw, nah, Cheeseball may not have won the title, but she won my heart. That's disgustingly sweet. You don't like sentimentality, Jade? Not particularly, but your love for Cheeseball really shows. You should be proud of what you've achieved together. Thanks, Jade, that means a lot. Well then, that's all for now. Oh, so what happens next? I think that's up to you, isn't it? You're on your own from here on out. Time to figure out things for myself, huh? I'm sure you have a bright future ahead of you. That goes for Cheeseball, too. Thanks, Jade. Alright, Cheeseball, let's take on the world. 3 months later. We're going to be late. I know, I just have to finish one last thing. Ash, it's fine, really. No, this is my first public appearance as the official courtesan of the one and only Anders Hamilton. I want to look extra good. Oh, we're going like steady! Oh, this is cute! You always look extra good. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not sure that's the word you were looking for. Huh. What was Scheherazad's role in 1001 Nights? I think that's what I was going for. Consort. The king's betrothed. Oh, oops. I think you meant courter, as in one who courts. Is courting the same as dating? Close enough. Okay, I'm done. Let's go, go, go! The awoober's outside. Anders and I arrive at the Dogwood Gardens. The park is dressed with white balloons and ribbons. An arch has been erected in the middle of the field. Wow, maybe I should have actually bought nicer clothes for this. I wouldn't worry. You're beautiful. Yeah, but there are people in suits and dresses. I didn't take you as someone so concerned with tradition. Oh, I'm not. I just don't want to embarrass you in front of your client. Yes, well, I think I've impressed this gentleman enough after 3 divorces. That's really good when you, like, have... When you have, like, Dude, you're connected. I'm not connected, you're connected. Sorry, my mom is trying to get her charger. You know, this is really funny how this guy had... By the way, if you cursed, I think people heard it. I don't think they care. That was French. No, it was not. Parlez-vous français? Is this client having a wedding after 3 divorces? And does he have like the same
lawyer for all of his divorces? Like, I would be a little bit worried if he was like, oh, that's my divorce lawyer that I'm calling. Don't worry about it. Yes, well, I think I've impressed this gentleman enough after 3 divorces. 3? Yes, it seems this man simply has too much love to give. Sometimes things just don't work out, though. Let's not judge straight away. Very noble of you, but like I said, I'm judging after working with him through 3 divorces, and in a few months' time, probably a 4th. Yeesh. Yeesh indeed. I don't see the point in committing before you're, well, committed. Hey, wanna go and draw weenies on the guest book? What happened to trying not to embarrass me? We can put doggy bags in the wishing well. That is vile. Okay, what if we moved everyone's place cards around at the reception? We'll have to arrive early if we're to get away with it. We can use this ceremony to learn people's names and then seat them next to people they don't like. Diabolical. What am I going to do with such a mischievous lover? Surely you can come up with a few ideas. Yes, I'm sure I will. Ah! With a new life started alongside a new furry friend, let's glance into the future of Rainbow Bay and see where everyone is now. Anders and Ash began a committed relationship. Despite past patterns, Anders has shown no sign of pulling away. Cheeseball is always learning. Even now, passing Paws Academy was just the beginning. It's impressive just how dedicated Cheeseball is to improving herself. Anders is considering a career change away from family law. Felix is trying to convince him that criminal law will be more fun. Astrid is training hard to qualify for the next games, with Anders sponsoring her. Felix has reduced his hours at the library. Sounds like he's got a lot on his hands lately. Something about a podcast? Maribel's more dedicated than ever to making Rainbow Bay as livable as possible. She can be found, well, it's hard to track her down. Robin's life is balanced out. She's reducing her hours at work, and her live streams are more regular and rage-filled than ever. I understand that part. Sasha managed to raise enough money to fund his youth group's community dormitory. He's been seen working with Maribel to put the plan into action. Surprising many, Fox took up a slot in Shocky and Jockey's radio show, running a self-proclaimed good advice segment. She still has time to keep the shop afloat somehow. Jade finally convinced Felix and Maribel to join her MMA classes. Felix dropped out after a couple lessons, and ever since there have been rumors about him getting discounts at Paw Prints. Paw Prints. Discounts at Paw Prints. Oh! Is he, like, dating Jade now? Wow. Okay. Quincy continues to work under Jade, but at some point started insisting that everyone call him Dr. Hunt. Ash made so many friends during their time at Rainbow Bay. Ash will always keep love and kindness with them. Ash doesn't have any plans to hit the road anytime soon. After all, Rainbow Bay is such a nice plan. Who would want to leave? Ash will always remember how the people of Rainbow Bay made their time worthwhile. The trust that Ash formed with Cheeseball is the kind of relationship that never dies. Ash knows just how much they have left to achieve. The battle may be over, but the eternal war for lasting happiness is yet to be won. Ash still doesn't know how Fox is able to stay in business. An end is only a beginning. Socrates, probably. Oh, yay! Yay! Thank you, Lucy Morris, Callie O'Brider, Brianna Fremont, Brandon Grimshaw, Alexa Francis, Matthew Rowland, David Walton, Tom O'Brien, Jessica Carter, Jared Rosen, Alex Woodward, Andy Astruc, Josie Breckner, Oda Tilsett, Nathan Gelman, Jay Gelman, Stephen Agress, Joshua Kamau, Luis Bermudez, Logan Bailey, Lizzie Hoff, Aaron Evans Walker, Aniris Quinones, Amy Smith, Alex Brody, Julie Park, Teresa Amunatagui, Isaac Schultz, M. Gaver, Vanessa Williams, M. Joshua Caller, Rowan Rowden, and Dual Wield Studios, Sav Emmett Wolf, Andra Longy, Emrican Denise. Oh, I can't read all these names! Thank you to the pets! And all the special thank yous. The Kid Fox family. Huh. Kid Fox is making another game that I would like to play. Oh, the Monster Prom family also worked on this. Monster Prom's another game I like. I definitely would not be able to read all those playtester names. The Kid Fox Studios is making a game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's about dating swords that come to life, and that looked like a really amazing game. And there's also like actual fighting in there, I think, or turn-based combat, something like that. Ooh, Alexandra Vogt. That's a cool not last name, first name. They actually repeated some people in the playtesters, I'm now realizing. I wonder if they intended to do that. Yeah, it did seem like there were a little bit more grammatical errors towards the end. I know they did some changes a couple weeks ago to fix some of those grammatical errors in the beginning. But maybe people didn't catch them at the end. I'm sure they can fix that in the future. Yay! We did it! I don't remember getting an achievement for going through the route, though. That's the one thing I don't... Let's see. Huh. Why didn't I get the achievement for complete Anders' romance route? Did I not complete it? It says so close. Huh. Now I want to look it up. Did I do something wrong? It seemed like it was a very happy ending to me. Attain the unattainable. Best friend forever. Attain the unattainable achievement. It says it's a very rare achievement. I don't understand. What's the problem? Why didn't I get it? 0 guides available. Complete Anders' romance route. Oh, I don't understand. Why doesn't it work? Huh. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it wasn't like the perfect route. I want to see how many other people got this. View global achievement stats. No, it says 19% of people got it. So why didn't I get it? What's the problem? What's the problem? I don't understand. I kind of want to see dog training guide discussions. Let's see if it's in the discussions board. Can't get past the first date. Achievements not showing up. So I finished Sasha's route. I don't have the achievement. I've tried 2 routes now and got the achievement for neither. I do have the first puppy one. We've been seeing achievements being delayed right now, though they should be going through just later. Huh. I mean, I guess we'll see if it comes up later. That's a real bummer for me because I really like collecting the achievements because it makes my achievements counter on my profile go up. Right now it's at 38%. I'd like to get it up to a nice round 40. Alrighty. Well, that was best friend forever. As far as I'm concerned, that was a great ending to me. I mean, what more could you want besides Astrid? But, you know, maybe we'll come back to this in a bit. Maybe not. We'll see. What's coming up next week? Since we finished this. I don't want to do this next week, that's for sure. I want to do something different because I feel like we've been stuck on the same games for a while. Neopets Puzzle Adventure. Yeah, let's make it a date. A date. We will do Neopets Puzzle Adventure next week. Hopefully I will not sleep in. Let me look at my calendar. I think I might be working on an extra day next week.
Let me open up my Google Calendar.
No, Thursday and Friday are both wide open. Let's do Thursday. How's Thursday sound? Little Neopets Puzzle Adventure. We'll see where that takes us. Yeah, keep your eyes out for that Halloween video. Keep your eyes out for all kinds of fun stuff. Though the Halloween video might be a little bit after Halloween, because we'll see if I can film it tomorrow. I might not have time to film it tomorrow. Oh, Kyle's coming. Whatever. Maybe he can hold the camera. Or help. We'll see. We'll see if I can get him interested. But yes, that will be all for today. Next week, Thursday, same time, same place, we will do Neopets Puzzle Adventure, unless for some reason I decide I want to do it Friday, but probably not. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this stream, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you hated this stream, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to smash that notification bell to get notified when I go live, and always, always kiss divorce lawyers.